Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my peeps, wherever you are in the world. This is Old Man Yummy In. Signing on. All right, here we go.
This is by Beyonce with an arson investigation underway.
Yeah, it's a story that Danny Monteverdi broke this afternoon with Ramon Vargas from our partners over at the Times-Picayune New Orleans Advocate. Danny was there when investigators arrived, and he has the latest.
Reportedly, federal agents raided Jay-Z and Beyonce's mansion due to their alleged connections with Diddy's ongoing legal troubles.
Do you feel the federal government will probably speak to Jay-Z in regards?
They already have.
Oh.
They talked to him before he made that Super Bowl announcement. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I heard of talk about this.
He was questioned by the feds before he made the Super Bowl announcement.
Yeah, you got to really think about it, is that they searched Diddy house, you know what I'm saying, before the Super Bowl announcement. So you know they got hold to them tapes. They didn't go ahead and just start taking them to different departments for them to look at it. They looked at it themselves. They transferred that information over to whomever, Homeland Security transferred it over to whomever, FBI or whatever, and they spoke to Diddy. Just like that other video I was had on last Thursday, about dude was saying that people was like celebrities was coming to him in droves, like, help me out. I didn't have nothing to do with it. So I believe that it was, Jay-Z that probably done came to him, So he already know he's got. So it's gonna be crisscross tricking on each other. That's what it's gonna be. All right, here we go.
Blink twice.
Amidst Diddy's legal woes, an attorney has allegedly indicated that more victims are coming forward to cooperate with federal authorities. These individuals are reportedly prepared to expose additional crimes committed by Diddy, which could result in further legal complications for the music mogul.
Promised earlier this week, he said this is an ongoing investigation and that they will be speaking to more people. We found out that these two individuals, and we have actually spoken to one of them. They are both workers. One of them says that they had an interaction with Diddy in 2014.
Look at that.
And they are willing to tell the feds what they know about that interaction. And another one said that they are willing, and not only willing, but have been subpoenaed to go before the grand jury. So the second person could end up going before the grand jury. At this stage, they are just going to be interviewed by prosecutors. Clearly, they're trying to figure out what these other witnesses know and how they can...
Look how he walking around, man. He looked like he's scared. Just by him walk. Now, when you scared of something, like your mama or something, you know what I'm saying, that you going to start walking around like you don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? You just walking, just pacing, just trying to keep your mind, off of the situation. This man is walking around like he's scared. Like, what do they got? What do they know? They got everything. They got this. They got that. They got this. And he just pacing back and forth. You know that's a man know he done.
Help them convict Diddy, and that's the name of the game at this point for the feds.
Yeah.
The question is if there is going to be a jury, because yesterday you reported that a former warden had a warning for Diddy that he should watch his back in prison. Yeah.
Look, this is, he's going to be in this at Brooklyn, MDC Brooklyn. Who knows? It could be up to a year before this trial begins. And obviously, they're going to be, his attorneys have said that they're going to try to get him moved to a different facility. But for now, he's in there. And what we've been told by a former warden is
speculation has arisen regarding Jay-Z's possible involvement with Diddy's illegal activities. The two artists have been known to attend parties together over the years, leading to assumptions about Jay-Z's awareness or participation in these controversial gatherings.
There's just been a shocking revelation from federal authorities regarding a highly private and scandalous video involving none other than Jay-Z and Beyonce. reportedly taken during a wild party hosted by Diddy. Apparently, during a Homeland Security raid on Diddy's properties, some rather intriguing discoveries were made, including compromising footage featuring numerous beloved celebrities caught in scandalous situations. Speculation is rife that Diddy intentionally leaked this footage to authorities as a form of revenge against the Carters, allegedly due to their perceived lack of support during his legal battles. It seems he's on a mission to
I have money to buy land.
Embarrass them at any cost, adding fuel to the fire. An unsettling audio clip allegedly featuring Meek Mill and Diddy has surfaced, courtesy of Diddy's former bodyguard.
A long-standing rumor suggests that Jay-Z was involved with Kathy White, a woman who died under mysterious circumstances. Allegedly, Diddy may have disclosed sensitive information to implicate Jay-Z in connection with her death.
It's like he's inching closer to jail time. The reason he isn't in jail is because Diddy is allegedly working with authorities to expose Jay-Z's involvement in unaliving his mistress, Kathy White. So if the name Kathy White doesn't ring a bell, it's because she's been scrubbed from the internet, and people are saying Jay-Z was the one who got her removed from the web. Why? Because Kathy White was allegedly Jay-Z's side piece he got pregnant while he was married to Beyonce. Kathy was an up-and-coming publicist when she mysteriously died at 28 from what officials say was a brain aneurysm, despite being incredibly healthy and her death being, well, shady. Rumors about the alleged affair between Jay-Z and Kathy sparked after she was spotted at a Las Vegas nightclub partying with Jay-Z and Diddy. It didn't take long for people to start connecting the dots and figuring out that Kathy was Jay-Z's mistress. Kathy had enough of living a double life and decided that it was finally time to tell her story, and that's when she was offed. First responders to the scene felt her death was...
I remember this woman. Antonio, what up? Rich, what up? Oh, thanks, Rich. You watched, man. That game scared the mess out of me. Next time, I know it was kind of dark because the game was dark. So I think I'm going to have a little bit more light in here. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless of the whole situation, I got these headphones on, and I know when I hear something that just like a jump scare, I'm going to jump anyway, no matter what, if the lights are on or if it's dim in here. So yeah, I heard about this woman, and there's no heard about this woman like 2015, 16 or whatever. I heard about this woman and nobody knew what happened to her. They said brain aneurysm, but they couldn't find no information on the woman. So now this brings it full circle, is that Jay-Z had that much pull to go ahead and get that erased from the web. Like, how can you do that? You know what I'm saying? What strings did you pull in order for that to happen? That means is that he was associated with the higher ups. Now you think that Diddy having his hand close to the higher ups, that Jay-Z wasn't going to go ahead and follow Diddy's, or be in his Diddy circle, because, Jay-Z, that's all he cares about is money anyway. So if he was able to be close to Diddy, he gonna be one step closer to getting to the higher ups. But so who wouldn't, in that celebrity circle, wouldn't want to be close to Diddy, knowing he had his hands to people that had billions of dollars? Everybody was gonna do it, and Diddy already knew he had all of that stuff already orchestrated, ready to go. I'm gonna make sure that y'all do everything that I say, because I got these compromising positions that you all have been in at my parties. Man, that was total extortion. But let's finish this. Here we go.
Suspicious. An NYPD officer speculated that, quote, someone might have given Kathy a bad drug, end quote, and ordered a toxicology report, but that report never came. And it sounds like somebody was pulling strings to get her death covered up. Renewed attention on this case was started by someone who also believes Jay had something to do with Kathy's death. reporter Liz Krogan. Liz wrote an extensive report about the whole thing where she talked about how she reached out to Kathy for an interview about Jay-Z. Kathy allegedly told Liz that she would consider doing a tell-all about the affair. Then all of a sudden, Liz couldn't get through to Kathy again, and when she finally got a hold of one of her friends, she was informed that Kathy had passed away.
Another claim that has emerged online suggests that both Diddy and Jay-Z have shown inappropriate interest in young women, a charge similar to the allegations Diddy is facing.
Wait, so hold on. Why is there chatter about Jay-Z being in the same club as Diddy? Allegedly, it's because of his interest in young girls. So rumor has it that Jay-Z exploits young women in the industry, young enough to be his own daughter. Now, if you've been following Jay-Z closely, you'll know that he's far from the wholesome family man he portrays himself to be. So Jay-Z has been under scrutiny for quite some time. Do you guys remember when he was romantically involved with Foxy Brown? Yeah, she was just 15 years old and he was 27. That raised more than a few eyebrows. But wait, there's more. Jay-Z maintains close friendships with Diddy, Russell Simmons, and R. Kelly, each of whom has faced allegations related to their relationships with underage girls. Now with fresh...
Ain't no close friendship with R. Kelly and Jay-Z. Ain't no close friendship. They beef when they came. I think I said that, talked about this. When they came out with the World's Greatest, that, like, broke whatever certain type of partnership they had on Best of Both Worlds. That's the name of it. Best of Both Worlds CD when that came out. So they was doing tours together. So I already said about the gun incident, you know what I'm saying? That they was trying to go ahead and pull out on R. Kelly. But yeah, that's what happened. But yeah, they not close friends at all.
Evidence coming to light, it won't be long before Jay-Z has to address these shady connections to Diddy.
Singer Jaguar Wright has been vocal about the alleged misdeeds of several industry figures, including both Jay-Z and Diddy.
Oh, this about to get fun for me.
Yeah. Let me
There's nothing like, have you ever seen what happens to a rat when it's trapped?
Man, these games phony. I don't know why they keep showing these games. All of them phony.
In a heated environment,
it'll eat through anything.
Claw eat its way through anything. So I want y'all to imagine this. I got Jay-Z on his back with his stomach exposed. Diddy is the rat that I'm using. And I'm gonna take a metal trash can and put it right on Jay-Z's stomach with Diddy right in there. And I'm gonna heat that bitch up and see what he eat through. Both of y'all. I got you, bitch. I told you.
As the U.S. attorney came on and spoke on the indictment, next to him you see 6 U.S. AUSAs, his assistant attorneys. I believe 1 pregnant, 1 a little older, but all white women. What are your thoughts on that when you see 6 women assisting the U.S. attorney?
A small choruses of Nancy Graces?
Basically.
I think it's fabulous.
Yeah.
Oh, did y'all hear about those 120 people that has accused Diddy of SA? And some of them were kids as young as 9. And that's fucked up. Straight up. That's so fucked up. Yeah. So they said that they got all the names. If you see this lady's face, this black chick's face that's standing next to the dude that's announcing it, they come from like AVA, like lawyers or something. That's for SA lawyers or whatever. Man, this lady's face looks so disappointed. She looks so disappointed because I know she read through the thing too. And she probably looked up to some of those people. Man, let me show y'all this. Hold on. I just got to show y'all this lady's face. Let me see. It's probably just right here. This lady right here. Look. Just look at this lady's face. Live events, NFL. Now look at this lady's face right here. Just check this lady's face out.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tony Busby. I'm a lawyer here in Houston. I'm licensed in Texas and in New York. And I'll introduce other members of our team as they speak.
Let me try.
As many of you know, our law firm, there is a great strength in numbers. You can seek white, and the remainder Hispanic or Asian. The victims are from more than 25 states. The majority are from California,
got the wrong camera.
New York, Georgia, and Florida. And I want to focus of these victims.
Dang,
we talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred. It's shocking. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old.
No, they got the wrong.
We have an individual who was 14
years old. You
years
can't
old.
see the lady's face.
We have one who was 15. 25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were.
All right, there we go. What's wrong with the?
In this group.
Yeah, there we go.
It is evenly divided between males and females.
Look at that lady face.
There are 60 males and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims as plaintiffs. In this group, 62% identify as African American, 30% are white, and the remainder are Hispanic or Asian. The victims are from more than 25 states. The majority are from California, New York,
Did I go up a little bit
Georgia,
too?
to make their voices heard and to pursue justice. But no, most of these people are scared. They fear backlash in their communities. They fear backlash in their own families.
Yeah,
they are afraid of retaliation from the perpetrators and their associates. They are rightly afraid for their own personal safety. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed. Many dirty secrets will be revealed. We know what we are potentially up against. And as is always the case in situations like this, when a celebrity is involved, people can be downright mean and nasty. You would be shocked at the length fans will go, no matter the evidence to the contrary, to defend celebrities they love. I mean, there's a reason for this word fans. They're fanatics. I've personally already been threatened multiple times on social media. And when I agreed to pursue this, I expected as much. This isn't my first rodeo. But victims...
That lady looked so disappointed because she probably looked up to some of those people. You know what I'm saying? Looked up to some of those people, like their music or, you know, like their movies or whatever. And to hear that they are associated with stuff like this, she looks totally disappointed. I just wanted to show y'all that. All right. This lady right here, she was in the music business in 2000, like the late 2000s, you know, and she got in whole with, she got like in, like Common tried to do something to her. He tried to stick, he tried to stick the sausages in her mouth, and she said he got a little wee wee, but that's what she said. All right, let's finish.
Sean P. Combs, he's a bad guy. Can't wait to see it.
Would you like a woman to be the judge over this thing?
Oh, that would be beautiful. That would be beautiful.
Critics claim that the two were involved in illicit activities and that Jay-Z is now at risk of being exposed alongside Diddy.
If he did have something to do with all the things that Diddy allegedly did, he needs to go with him. Fact, right? Now, are there other people that also could be involved here? Yes. And should they be in the same exact place? Yes. Bro, why are you out here doing weirdness? That's crazy. Right? But keep this in mind. the two of these individuals came from a time where it wasn't okay to do, but everyone was basically doing it in the music industry, right? The casting couch thing is a reality. And in hip hop, it was probably even more so a reality.
As Diddy's legal issues intensify, many fans and critics have called for Jay-Z to face accountability if he was indeed aware of or involved in Diddy's alleged crimes.
Jay and Diddy go way back, especially in the 90s and early 2000s. There was a time that when you thought about New York rap, it was Bad Boy and Rock Nation or Rockefeller or all the other subsidiaries that Jay-Z has. And if you pay attention, or as if he's already said it, if you look at, Jay probably sat there to himself and he looked at what Diddy was doing with his music career and how he transitioned over to business. And Jay did the same exact thing. Their business ventures pretty much mirror each other. Everything from their different labels, to their signees, to distribution, to liquor, to branding, all that kind of shit. Now, I truly don't think Jay had anything to do with it, but if he had, I wouldn't really be surprised. Because for me, when I look at Jay, when I look at Diddy, I think of the epitome of just like the music industry and the rap game in particular, of what happens when you transition from music into other industries. Jay right now is at the point where he is trying to get into rooms with people who otherwise he would never even get to interact with, especially with the NFL.
You don't know who Jaguar Wright is? Yeah, Jaguar Wright. She is she's used, like in the early 2000s. She did like music. She sang for celebrities or whatever. She was like, this was like in the beginning of when, you know, not in the beginning, but this is like when they was at mid. I say mid in the 2000s. It's like, I think it was like, it wasn't late 2000s. Was it late 2000s? It was like mid 2000s. Yeah, she was in the music, you know, in the music business and all that stuff, singing background for people. You know, she had her own single and all of that stuff. So she was like in, you know, when Diddy and them was popping or whatever, you know, and she knows like some of the stuff that happened. She was talking about this stuff like when? She was talking about for like about 4 or 5 years now. You know what I'm saying? Because it was Mark Curry in 2010. Mark Curry in 2010. Gene Deal, like 2013, 14 or something like that. Gene Deal. And then Jaguar Wright started talking about like in 2000, like what? 2019 or something like that. Yeah. So, yep, that's how like it started with Mark Curry. Mark Curry was with Bad Boy. Look him up. Mark Curry. Look him up. He did a interview like early 2010. He wrote a book called Dance with the Devil. And he was like, because he was in that Bad Boy circle. He was with Puffy and all of that. Yep, Mark Curry. He was a rapper too. You know what I'm saying? And then he broke off from Diddy or whatever. So because Mark used to write like music for people that was in Bad Boy too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, look him up. Mark Curry. He did a lot of interviews with Dialogue. And like he did this other, like I said, look for the interview 2000 that happened 14 years ago. Look for that one. Yeah, it's pretty. I seen that a long time ago, you know. But this is when people started to get skeptical about what goes on in the music industry, and you know that started around like 2014 when you used to see like the videos and with the pyramid and the eye and all that stuff. But yeah, so Mark was been talking about that stuff since 2010. Well, let's finish this. Here we go.
This has been ongoing for years. And even back in 2019, they said there was no chance for him to get part of a team.
RDR, what up?
But yet he's still brokering deals with the Colin Kaepernick stuff, and he's still brokering deals with the whole Jay-Z Super Bowl stuff. You can tell he's still trying
I'm gonna check. I'll
break
see
into
what.
those
I'll
rooms
check it
and
out.
be considered to be a part owner of an NFL team
Terrell.
or even a full-on owner. And that's the thing. Like, to us, Jay has the money, right? Like, $2.5 billion is a lot of money. That's more than enough money for his generations of his bloodline, forever.
Okay,
When you
cool.
compare
I'll
to
check it out.
NFL money. Look at that. Look at that. $78.4 billion. That's the owner of Walmart. Tepper, $20.6 billion. Stan, $16.2 billion. Jerry Jones, $13.8 billion. To us, $2.5 billion to $13 billion don't really make a difference. It's still the same lifestyle, but to them, it's buying power and it's influence. I mean, like, yeah, like, don't get me wrong, like, Jay's up there. He is up there. He has done extremely well for himself. Him and his wife have done extremely well for themselves, for them and their family. What I'm trying to say is I don't really think Jay's a part of it because he's not even a drop in the pond. He's a fish swimming with much, much larger whales and sharks.
Roger Bonds, Diddy's former bodyguard, has come forward with claims about Diddy's criminal behavior, allegedly implicating Jay-Z in the process.
I look at Jay-Z and I say, Juan, Tata, Emery. And
on one hand.
And I forgot my man that they got the gold couch in the office. I forgot his name.
Was it Biggs? Is the other person that he had?
No, not Biggs. Not Biggs. Or the he was damn. This is my man too, man. He's a worker for Rock Nation, but it's just like those four and then Guru. I looked at those five. You know what I'm saying? And I say, this is who's around. And I look at the young. Now she's not young no more, but she been with him from day one. The little short girl that run Rock Nation. Yeah. And then I look at Jay Brown. Okay, no matter what company this man go to, he's not gonna let them people tell him these 6 people can't do such and such or don't listen to you. Puff is the type of person that when we get around certain people, he's not gonna say, yo, that's my man. Yo, make sure not. Where I've been to Jay office and I've seen Tata office and I've seen Jay Brown office and I've seen Ron, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, these are my guys. No matter who I'm underneath the umbrella or no matter who I have a meeting with, they taken care of.
Now with the people that say this about Jay, oh, well, Jay's next. And then you say how he kind of maintains his empire this way. You feel like that's a possibility for Jay to be next to be taken down?
If you was to ask me, I would say no. I would say no. I would say when I look and see Jay one aligns himself with loyalty around him. Come on, we just seen Rolling Stone just come out and you got 50 plus ex-employees and everybody else talking about Diddy and everything he did from college. So that shows you that, yo, who did he have around him?
We call that a career criminal.
You know what I'm saying?
Bonds has been a key figure in stirring up controversy, but much of his testimony has yet to be verified through legal channels.
He alleged that the Seans, Sean Carter, Sean Combs, Jay-Z, they would be in bed together from time to time. Overheard Jay-Z saying he was tired of being second fiddle to Biggie and more or less gave Diddy the go-ahead to...
Now, the P. Diddy allegations are getting so deep and so twisted that even I'm having a hard time following at this point. But today I want to talk specifically about Jay-Z, because that is one name on these lists that keep coming out that I think might run a lot deeper than we even know at this point. And for anyone who might not be familiar with the name Jay-Z, he's that man that's usually pictured standing next to Beyonce. That is her husband. Does this ring a bell? Okay, anyways. So there have been some strange headlines regarding Jay-Z and young women throughout the years that everyone has just ignored. But for starters, there are only 2 people on this planet who are allowed to call P. Diddy by his first name, Sean. And that is his mother and Jay-Z, because they're actually both named Sean. But even the fact alone that P. Diddy has repeatedly mentioned that there are only 2 people on this planet allowed to call him by his real name, and one of those is Jay-Z, it highlights that these 2 were incredibly close. But even before the P. Diddy information came out, Jay-Z's age gap, relationships, and just the fact that he was often surrounded by girls so much younger than him always sat a little strange to me. For starters, there were always rumors surrounding this woman who goes by Foxy Brown. Here she is 15 and Jay-Z is 23. And then there are some more suggestive photos like this taken with Aaliyah when she was between like 15 to 17. At this point, he was in his very late 20s.
Dame Dash and Aaliyah used to date. And then Jay-Z started to date Aaliyah. I was kind of like, that's kind of fishy. You know what I'm saying? It's like they was sharing her or something. You know, rest in peace Aaliyah. But, I mean, she was dating Dame Dash at first. And then went over to Jay-Z. You know, that don't make no sense. That's where you go ahead and, like, you know, question yourself, like, why would that happen, like, back to back like that and y'all in the same group? You know what I mean? I don't know. I guess that's celebrity Hollywood music crap that they go through. I guess they think it's okay.
And this was all, of course, until he met Beyonce, which the age at which they met seems to change based off of what interviews from them you read. Now, Beyonce, of course, always knows to make it clear they met when she was 18, which is still insanely young.
That's
he
too
still
young,
would have been about 30 years old. But according to Cosmo, there are some interviews in which the timeline Jay-Z gives would have put Beyonce around the age of 17, which again would have made him 29 and her a high schooler. And if that's not all odd enough too, there's the story of how he signed Rihanna to Def Jam Records. When she was 16 years old, they flew her up to meet Jay-Z, and they've talked about this a number of times now. But they essentially trapped a 16-year-old girl and held her in the office for hours until 3 a.m. when she finally agreed to sign.
Throughout the growing controversy surrounding Diddy, Jay-Z has notably remained silent. His lack of a public statement regarding
what I heard is when that Rihanna record deal signing, I heard he said there's only two places you gonna either sign this or you're not going through the front door. You're gonna go out the window. That's what people have been saying. That's what he told her, is that, you got to go ahead and sign this, and if you don't, you don't sign it, you're going out the window. That's what I heard. But it seemed like Jay was trying to go ahead and was hungry to get some money, man. He was trying to hurry up because he had broke away from Dame. Rihanna wasn't even in the picture when he broke away from Dame. So he was probably hungry for money. He already knew he gonna put all his investment in her and make her a star, because you really didn't hear like anybody, Jay-Z, no other singer or rapper that was under Jay-Z. You heard about, Rihanna being, the person that Jay-Z done signed, like 2 or 3 years later. You know what I'm saying? When she was of age. But let's finish this. Here we go.
regarding Diddy's arrest and the ongoing investigations has led some to believe that he is distancing himself from the situation.
Maybe even literally. Come on, Jay. Don't think we forgot this. Y'all, look at this freaky shit. Look what Diddy do. Smack, smack. Y'all, this man literally ran around the stage and good gamed Jay-Z twice. Back to what I was saying though. These two been boys since damn near the 80s. I know a lot of people in the comments gonna be like, bro, you reaching, Jay-Z don't have nothing to do with it. Why the fuck don't he? These two been friends since motherfucking I don't know when. So they been friends for this long, and you trying to tell me Jay don't know what Diddy had going on? Ain't no fucking way. He knew. The reason why I think he threw him under the bus is because the comfortability is crazy. Jay-Z must have somehow...
When you're a Marine, you're ready for anything. I'm Secretary of State Adrian Fontes.
That was too close.
Got the doings that he did in the freak-offs and any documents that Diddy had on him and got them motherfuckers erased because he damn sure stopped answering Diddy calls. If he feel like Diddy still had something over him, best believe he would have still been answering them calls. He'd have been front and center showing his support, but that's not the case. This was the ultimate power move by Jay-Z. He seen one allegation come out and he was like, yeah, this is my time to shine, to take over the throne. Me at the top by myself. Ultimate Snake vibes. That's what he did, y'all. That's just my opinion. But TikTok, this is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I lied about everything. This is just a joke. Diddy and Jay-Z are boys. Jay-Z didn't snake Diddy. Jay-Z didn't do nothing. This is just a fucking story, y'all. So don't do too much. Chill.
Others, however, interpret his silence as an attempt to avoid further scrutiny, given the allegations circulating online. Diddy has allegedly begun revealing details about Jay-Z's participation in wild parties where inappropriate activities occurred. These claims include shocking descriptions of partygoers and questionable behavior.
Important to remember that Sean Diddy Combs is presumed innocent, and we have to separate the civil allegations as well as the court of public opinion to what the criminal case is all about. So Sean Combs was arrested last week and charged on 3 federal counts: racketeering, conspiracy, trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and transportation with intent to include engagement. So pretty much what they're saying is that Sean Diddy Combs used his enterprise, made a criminal enterprise to engage in these acts. So trafficking, bribery, arson.
They call him a mafia boss.
A whole bunch of allegations that he used in his enterprise, and he had his people helping.
Okay, we ain't gonna hear all the rest of that because we already know that. But they are calling this dude a mafia boss. Who did I say his mentor was? His mentor was Clive Davis. Clive Davis was on mob shit long time ago. I wish I could find this lady, find out who this lady is. But she got like a whole bunch of videos that she do on entertainers from the 1930s all the way until like the 1980s. 90s, actually. I can't think of her name, but she get a lot of views though. I can't think of her name right now. But yeah, she did one on Clive Davis, and man, if you heard her story on Clive Davis, you already knew automatically that dude was associated with the mob, man.